Hi and welcome to Priori Digital Studio tutorial. In this video, I will show you how to set up and use your easy budget spreadsheet in the most efficient way. In this video, I am using Google Sheets, but the Excel version is exactly the same. First thing, we protect most of the cell where there are formulas to make sure that you don't erase any important formulas that could impact the spreadsheet. So if you see this message, it means you are not supposed to touch it. But don't worry, I will show you step by step how to prepare your spreadsheet. Moreover, we established a color code to show you which cells can be edited and which one cannot. So basically, you only can edit the cells that have a white background. Another small warning, please don't move a cell from one place to another. If you do move a cell, it could generate an issue by messing up the automation of the spreadsheet. The best way to avoid these errors is to copy and paste your data. Now let's dive deeper into the Budget tab. The first step is to enter your currency symbol, which will automatically populate throughout the entire tab. So we are in dollars, so hence why we enter the dollar sign, but if you are in euros, for example, simply type in your symbol and you will see it will change everywhere in the spreadsheet. Next, you'll need to input your budget period. In Excel, simply type in the dates. If you're using Google Sheets, you can double-click the date field and select a date from the small calendar. After that, you can enter your initial balance for the period, which could be 0. The final balance is calculated automatically based on the data entered in this spreadsheet. At the top of the tab, you'll find a budget summary, which provides a quick overview of your total income and expenses for the selected period. There are also several charts highlighting key aspects of your budget, such as budget versus actual spending, an allocation summary, a chart showing your left to budget versus left to spend, and a breakdown of all your categories. The allocation summary and breakdown charts are dynamic, meaning that if you change the drop-down menu for the title, the chart will update automatically. Then you have a summary of your total money received and total money spent. As you can see here, we have $24,500 and $21,000 in money spent, hence why we have right below $3,500 in positive. So the money received is basically your income, and then the money spent is basically your expenses, bills, debts, and subscriptions. This does not include your savings because savings are still your money, it's not spent. Then you'll see the budget summary table, which is auto-populated to help you better understand your financial performance. The goal of the budget tab is to help you create a budget based on your projected income and expenses, ensuring that you have enough money to cover all your costs. If you have money left at the end of the period, well, that's great. You can use it to pay off your debts faster or add some to your savings. But the key is to keep this concept in mind throughout the process. So start by filling out the income table. Here, you'll simply enter the source of your income and in the expected column, input your budgeted income. So the money you expect to receive during this period. Next, move on to budgeting your expenses across the 5 major expense categories. As before, simply enter the subcategories and your budgeted amount for each category. So let's enter an example together into the expenses. So let's simply write another subcategory, which is pet care. And then let's say we budgeted $50 for this specific period. Remember, there's a difference between your budgeted and actual expenses. The budget column reflects the amount you plan to spend for each period, while the real column shows you the real amount spent in each subcategory for that specific period. The actual amounts are automatically updated based on the data entered in the transaction tracker located further down the tab. We've also included visual aids to help you better understand your budget. A downward arrow indicates that you've spent less than your budgeted amount, while an upward arrow means you've exceeded your budget. Additionally, we've incorporated a percentage display to show you your budget utilization. If you need more rows, simply tick the plus sign here and 25 more rows will appear. In Google Sheets, it will be the only time you will be authorized to click on the OK after ticking the plus sign. As you scroll down, you'll encounter 3 sections. The first section is the transaction tracker. So you just have to type in the date of the transaction, enter the amount, and use the drop-down menu to select the subcategory previously defined in the 6 main tables. The category will appear automatically. You also have some space for a description if needed. The second section features the When Do I Spend My Money chart and table, which shows you when you spend the most throughout the period. In the third section, you'll find the Where Does My Money Go chart and table. This section organizes your expenses from the highest to the lowest, with the chart summarizing the information to help you focus on your largest expenditures. One of the most valuable features of this product is that you can duplicate this tab to track another time period. To duplicate the tab, just right-click on the tab name and select Duplicate. Keep in mind it might take a few seconds, especially if your spreadsheet contains a lot of data or if your internet connection is slow. Please note that once you duplicate this tab, the protection will be removed. Make sure to only enter your data in the white cells to avoid any issues. Then you can simply rename this tab to make it more organized. So to do so, simply double-click on the tab and then type in the new name. Now let's take a look at the Sinking Fund tab. This tab will help you set money aside to reach your goals. The first step in this tab is also to enter your currency symbol. So simply type in your symbol, and as you can see, it will show everywhere in the spreadsheet. Then you will be able to enter your goals. You can list up to 15 sinking funds in this tab. First, give your money saving goal a name, then write the amount of money needed to reach that goal, the amount you aim to put aside each month toward that specific goal, and the amount of money you already have aside for that goal. It could also be 0. The rest of the table is auto-populated. So I will walk you through an example and add another sinking fund. So let's say I have a goal of buying a new dog. So simply type it in. My goal is to have $2,000 to buy that dog. My monthly goal is to save $50. And then let's say that I already have $500 toward that goal. So as you can see here, the saved less progress month left and estimated date are auto-populated. In the contribution tracker on the left-hand side, you have to track the amount you put aside for your goals and assign it to specific goals. If you are in Excel, simply type in the date. If you are in Google Sheet, double-click on the date to pick a date from the small calendar. Then use the drop-down menu to pick a goal, and finally write the amount you just put aside. So let's put an example of $500. As time goes by, you will see your progress increase. You can easily see how many months are left until you reach your goal and the date your goal should be achieved. So that's it. I hope this tutorial helps you easily set up your spreadsheet. Don't hesitate to reach out if you have any questions or concerns. Follow Priori Digital Studio on YouTube for sneak peeks on our new templates.